Hey, Wardrobe here. So I'm going to be selling all my 6 mil miniatures, just the infantry tanks and all that stuff. The buildings. McMurray has the buildings. What little I had. These are like 10 years old. That's I have a video on them, and it's kind of old. And someone was kind of looking at buying them, and I thought, well, I need to give a little bit better preview video of them. I am certainly not going to show you every model, but they're now. We'll start off with this box. This is all the Soviet stuff. And I bought this from someone here locally who does a great job of painting and, just basing and everything. And the rest of it will be, most of the rest of it will be the stuff I painted. So this stuff, I really like the look of it. The big difference on this stuff is most of this is not based on the metal. This is based on a plastic card. Let's take a measure. So these bases are about 3 centimeters long and 2 centimeters wide. It's fairly close to most of my basing. I have a spreadsheet that links to like the exact inventory of all this. So lots of T34s, obviously. That's kind of what you need. I like this one. I think this is pretty cool. There you go. Good stuff. Some of them I labeled on the bottom because I could not remember what some of them were. We got some painted well, look good. Some of these do have like little tracks going on behind them. I think that's pretty neat looking. Oh, there's a turret that has come off. So some of the turrets aren't glued down. Like the little trail after him. I think that's a neat touch. So most of the turrets are glued down, which I think is better at 6 mil. Some people don't do it, and that's cool. Well, so these planes are also painted by someone else, but you gotta love the Stuka. Okay, and they both have these bases with a little pin on them. I don't have very many. I mean, I think these might be my only 2 planes. I might have one other one. Here's the Soviet plane. Looks cool. Okay. So there's only 3 bases of infantry. Mainly got tanks. And I think I was going to do something else at one point. They look fine. I mean, they're 6 mil. And I think they look pretty good. And the whole base. They're pretty thin. This base, just so you know, so we all know, it's 3 by 3. 3 centimeter by 3 centimeter. And there's some trucks and things like that. It's just, yeah. Sniper, or it looks like probably really an anti-tank rifle, but you could double it as a sniper. Little infantry gun in here. Just really cool. I tell you what, 6 mil is just awesome in a lot of ways. When I ship it, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to ship it in this container, and I have cotton balls, and I'm going to put cotton balls all in each row. Some barrels might get bent a little bit, but they get bent anyway doing stuff. But I felt pretty good. I did it in this row. I felt pretty good about it. I will tape these closed and pray for the best, I did all this based for Blitzkrieg Commander, which isn't the normal basing for Blitzkrieg Commander, but there is kind of you do what you want to do type of situation. I guess I can just leave it here for a second. Get to zoom in, I guess. I'll pick some up. Can I move it around like that? No, I have to move the camera. Okay, so zoom back out to 1. Instead of me trying to hold them, let's just kind of zoom in for a little bit. So this was kind of my Panzer Grenadier. So I have them based my normal Todd way of basing things. It's three guys per base, and that's like the first company, first platoon, or you could say first platoon, first squad, or first whatever. I was usually doing it for combat commander, which is platoon based. These are most of my, I think all of them that I did were built on war game accessories bases, the stainless steel bases. And then I wanted a little bit more thickness on them, so some of them I put magnets on the bottom of them, just trying something else. I was also going to try just putting another base on them. Here's the top. Oh man, we're already 5 minutes in. I feel like I haven't shown you anything yet. You could easily finish that off, put grass on there if you wanted. Oh, the base size on these, I think is 2.5. Nope, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter. Okay, I know that was blurry. Let's look at a half track here. I tell you what, I did like the yellow with the black. Really stood out. So I painted all this myself. Based it. Okay, so then my vehicles are probably on very similar to the other ones here. I'm not going to show you, make it blurry. So yeah, they're 2x3s, 2 centimeter by 3 centimeter. And then like HQs and support weapons are on these smaller bases, which were, I believe, 1 by 1. Whoa. I think these are actually inches. Yeah, 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. So HQs with 2 guys on them. I mean, I even use these where these were squads, like I said. Now this one, this basing is not good at all. Probably needs to be redone, but just, regular infantry. I had a lot of fun games with them, I'll tell you. And then the commanders these were on 3x3s. This is some of my worst basing. Usually 3 to 4 guys on that with a vehicle. Then these were all just part of a armored, armored platoon or whatever. Lots of M4s. Like I said, my Google Sheet tells what most of the stuff is accurately for the most part. No promises. 105. I think those are so cool. Little stub nose there. Always pause. And then the little Stuart. And, oh yeah, these are cool. Oh, recon. Oh, anti-tank rifles on the Jeeps. Recoilless rifles. I even played bolt action with it. I wasn't as thrilled with that, but there you go. I don't know. I think I was going to label that base. I should have finished it off. So there's a little work to be done if you want to make it complete. So German trucks. There we go. I'll just pause there. And again, let's... Oh yeah, and there's some U.S. trucks there and some 57 millimeter, 50. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the gun. That's what those are. Couple Dodge truck and then the normal Ford type of, deuce and a half. I think is what they're called. Oh, these are always fun. So some of these have magnets on the bottom. Again, I was doing it to get thickness to pick them up. They're great bases though, man. Stainless steel. They're awesome. All right, let's go to the next box. My German stuff. Wait, is that right? Nope. American stuff. I was going to do some more stuff here, but I just didn't get the models a long time ago. More things. So this is basically an armored infantry platoon or battalion, because each of these are a platoon. So it's the half tracks and all the guys to go with it. They're all labeled A platoon or A company, first, second platoon, etc., etc. I mean, there's a little details you could still do on this if you really wanted to. Now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way these look decent. They're fine. The basing is probably the biggest thing. They could use some improvement. Yeah, just finish them off, really. Here to show you. Oh. So you could call this, I call this recce, little covered Jeep. Got the towing equipment if you wanted to insert that into your game. Recovery equipment. It's kind of fun. Oh, anti-aircraft. You'd always need that. The occasional when the Germans do bring the guns. Pretty cool. And I did have, a gas truck. Some rust on the top. I did okay on these. As I look at them, I'm like, oh, this wasn't so bad. So the tanks are often based in groups of 5. Not very many of these because they weren't around much in the games I was playing. So this is an armored infantry battalion with a tank, battalion or something. Same type of thing. You know, one of the leaders has a little white dot painted on the tank instead of on the, probably should have put it on the base, because in Blitzkrieg Commander you need a commander, obviously. So that's that. I'll just kind of zoom in on a part of it if you just want to take a look at it. You know, as I look at them and think about it, I had a great time with these. I really did. So I'm really trying to find someone else that'll have a great time. Let's look at the next box. The last box. If you're interested in these, you can reach out to me at itineranthobbyist@gmail.com. Itineranthobbyist, ITINERANTHOBBYIST, at gmail.com. You can see some of these are sliding around because they're not magnetized, so that's an issue. But like I said, this will be a little tougher. I know what I think I got stuff in this stuff. Now, so the ones that aren't on the metal were not painted by me, and I bought from somebody else. So there's some older, you know, Panzer IIs, some Czech 38s. I think they look so cool, though. I was gonna do some early war stuff. I like the strings on there. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Those are so cool looking. I like early war stuff. Probably Panzer IIc, it says here. So again, it's the headquarters. On the different Germans, I got these, you know, these bad boys here. These are also very cool. The barrels just get bent on them. They just do. This is why I wanted it to be a local thing, because I am just paranoid how they're going to turn out. I don't want them to show up bad for somebody, but you know, do the best I can on that. This one will probably be full of fleece, but you know these will move around. I wonder, these loose ones might get put in an envelope or something. I really got to think through that. Of course, you got to have these bad boys. Everyone wants to have these on the table. Shooting straight down the line over open sights. So these were painted by a local guy, Dave. Fun. Little decal there. It's cool. So these were like that. He painted those up. Pretty sweet. Some Pack 40s. These also were painted by Dave. I think it's more of an East Front thing, but you can use them wherever. Lots of 4s, of course. I never can remember the names of some of these tanks, so I'm not going to try. Hets, of course. They're pretty awesome. And those for the battles that my grandfather was involved with. Well, he was company. His old Stug, older model Stug. Fun stuff. Crews for the guns, painted them separately, I guess, in case you needed to represent that. A lot of times you don't. What's this here? What do we got here? Oh yeah, R35s. How's that? That's pretty sweet. Probably going to be France 44 airborne going against them or something. Yep, got these Recce babies. I like these two. Again, stub nose, East Front early. I don't know if those are West or those in France or not. So that's that. Let's zoom in here a little bit. So go check out the Google sheet. I'll put it in the description. Like I said, I have someone interested right now. They're kind of, this is mainly, I'm making this video for them, but for all of you, if you're interested. And that is that. You can Facebook me. I'm in various groups on Facebook, in the 6 mil groups and all that. Anywho. All right, that's that. Hope that's helpful to people. I know it's quick, and it was a bunch of them. Well, actually, it wasn't quick. It's almost 16 minutes long. But hopefully a little bit better view, newer camera, 10 years later type of thing. So, all right, that's it. If you have any interest, let me know. If you know somebody, especially if you know someone around the St. Louis area, it would be fantastic. I'd love to drive it to them, meet somebody halfway, something like that. All right, that's that. We'll talk to you later. See ya.